are stations, and the electromagnetic train hovers about maybe 2 or 3 inches above the railroad track, and therefore can attain speeds up to 3,000 miles an hour. So we can take you from here to the other side of the planet in just a few hours.
Inner Earth and Nature Kingdoms interview with Dayaan Robbins, part 2 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
For over 25 years, well-known American telepathic communicator and author Dayaan Robbins has been in contact with the civilizations of Inner Earth and Earth's elemental and nature kingdoms. Her transmissions connect us to beings in advanced civilizations, whale and dolphin peoples, the trees, the crystals, and the elementals. In the book Tellus, Dayaan mentions how the Hollow Earth people live harmoniously with animal people.
They feed the tigers and the animals with organic food. It's all vegetarian. The animals are on a vegetarian diet, and therefore there's no fear in the lions or the tigers. The fear is in the meat that they're fed on, that they eat on the surface. So you can go down and play with a tiger, and they're as gentle as a cat.
Dayaan speaks about daily life in Tellus.
There are moving sidewalks inside Tellus. There's waterfalls inside Tellus to keep the air clean and provide oxygen. And they have what is called the tube, T-U-B-E. It's like our subways. It's an electromagnetic train that's inside a tube, a cylinder. And the tube is about a few miles beneath the surface of the earth, maybe 5 miles or so. And it connects every subterranean city. It connects every main city on the surface. There are stations. And the electromagnetic train hovers about maybe 2 or 3 inches above the railroad track, and therefore can attain speeds up to 3,000 miles an hour. So we can take you from here to the other side of the planet in just a few hours. And so that's how they travel to other subterranean cities. There are over 200 subterranean cities, 1 to 5 miles beneath the Earth's surface, not just Tellus inside Mount Shasta. They're very evolved. They've gained their immortality because they live in peace. And they travel back and forth just like we travel back and forth on the surface. They have hydroponic gardens. They all are in service to the city of Tellus. There's no money. Everybody has a job. Every single person, even children, caring for the city. It's a joyous way of working. They're working outdoors. They're doing the same things we do. They have arts and crafts, but everything is not on a monetary basis. Everybody just contributes, and then they have what's called a distribution center. That's where all the food and clothing are taken once they're made in the city. Every day you go to the distribution center, you get your day's meals. You need clothing, you get a piece of clothing. And no money is exchanged because everybody is working in return for the city of Tellus. People assign their own hours. You can work any hours you want to, and you only work 4 hours a day. So you have so much time to be out in nature and to be on a spiritual path, to connect with nature. That's the key, because all of the nature kingdom is connected with each other. The trees, the mountains, the flowers, they're all telepathically connected to each other. The whole nature kingdom knows everything that's about to happen on the earth before we, the people, know, because we are disconnected. We're the only ones disconnected from the rest of life on the surface.
In 2008, Dayaan received a special message from the Tree Kingdom.
In my book, The Tree Talk, it tells how the trees are all connected. Within 2 minutes, they know everything that's going to happen on the other side of the planet or wherever it's going to happen, and they tell each other. So all of nature knows. The animals know, the flowers, the trees, but we don't know because we disconnected. And the leaves on trees are recording plates. When you walk by a tree, it reads your thoughts. It knows what you're thinking, and it records your thoughts. It records what you're saying. The trees are living libraries. They ask us to talk to them, to stop, to touch them, to put our arms around them, to start connecting with them again. Once we're connected to the trees, we'll be connected to all life.
Diane speaks about the Golden Age.
So, we are being told now that within 5 to 7 years of each Golden Age, the dark forces come in really strongly. This is about the 7th year of this Golden Age. It started in 2012. Now, the dark forces have come with the coronavirus, the lockdowns, vaccinations, everything to keep us in fear, to stop this 7th Golden Age. All the things going on in the United States government, those are the dark forces trying to stop the 7th Golden Age. But I will tell you something. They will not succeed this time. That's what the Ascended Masters have told us. Within a few years, they will be all removed from this planet. All the dark forces creating all the problems in the governments, in all areas, will be removed within 2 to 3 years, maybe 4. All the Ascended Masters are here. All the angels. We have so much help. But people have to call on the angels. The angels cannot help us unless we call on them out loud. They don't read our thoughts. The Ascended Masters can read our thoughts, and we have to keep asking for help. They can only come if we call us. But they're all here, and they're all ready. You've heard of the all-seeing eye of God, Cyclopeia. The all-seeing eye of God has already determined this 7th Golden Age is going to succeed, and we are going to ascend. And those people who have turned to the dark will be removed from the planet. That's the ultimatum from the Ascended Masters.
In the book Messages from the Crystal Kingdom, we learn about Peter Pan and the Elemental Kingdom.
It's in my book called The Crystal Kingdom with poems from the elementals. The elementals are the elves, the hobbits, the dwarfs, the gnomes, the unicorns. They once lived on the continent of Pan in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And Peter Pan and Wendy are real. Peter is king of the elemental kingdom and Wendy is queen. And when people on the surface started warring millions of years ago, Peter went to the spiritual hierarchy of our planet and asked that the continent of Pan be lowered down into Middle Earth to protect the elemental kingdom. So the continent of Pan was once in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Our spiritual hierarchy lowered it down to inside Middle Earth and came in great starships and carried all the elementals down into Middle Earth. And that's where they are now. And when there's peace on the planet, the continent will be brought up back into the middle of the Pacific Ocean, along with the elemental kingdom. Atlantis and Lemuria will be brought back up to where they were, and there'll be peace, and we'll all gain our immortality, and we will all ascend. That is what the all-seeing eye of God has seen. It's a certainty. It will happen, and it's going to start happening within the next 2 to 3 to 4 years. We're going to see tremendous changes.
Diane Robbins also shares messages from the Cetacean Kingdom.
About the whales and dolphins. I'm sure many of your viewers would have seen the Free Willy movies. Willy was an orca whale, and he was ambassador to the Cetacean Kingdom. That's why he came here. And the whales and dolphins have full consciousness. And the songs of the humpback whales support our biosphere. And the whales and dolphins are longing to talk to the people on Earth. And they ask that we talk to them no matter where we are, whether we're on land or near an ocean. They can hear us and they talk to us all the time. And they are asking to connect with us also. So in essence, all kingdoms of the earth are asking to connect with us. They're asking us to talk to them and to connect with them.
Our thankfulness to Diane Robbins for relaying these important messages. We pray that humanity hears the calls of our peaceful co-inhabitants and embraces all beings in love. For more information on Diane Robbins' insightful work, please visit dianerobbins.com.
It doesn't matter if it's the practitioners or general Buddhist followers. If we strive to practice the teachings, love lives, and keep vegan diet, we will have great merit and will be liberated from the sufferings of the three realms. The Venerable Acharya Sonam Dorje Rinpoche, vegan.
Saintly viewers, thank you for your wonderful company. Coming up next is Wonderful Benefits of Citrus Fruits, right after noteworthy news, here on Supreme Master Television. May your days be filled with compassion and harmony.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/UL.